pretty cool history. I decided to come over. I'm on the eastern shore today, East Neck Island. I guess you gathered that by the sign. Been a few places already. I took a little bit of video. I did a little bit of video and I may or may not put it up. I don't know yet. I found a lot of sign. But the crazy thing is, what that sign say? It's like 800 and some acres just down on this end of the island. Everywhere you look, like right here, this wood edge, there's these little signs that say this area is closed beyond this sign, or, you know. And I'm like, well, what's the reason of having this a parking spot, you know, and then this memorial type thing, and if you can't walk around? I don't know. I was told by someone else you could. Let's see. Area beyond the sign closed. All public entry prohibited. So what do you do? Where do you go? And that's where I want to go. That's where I'm interested. Maybe I'll walk around this way a little bit and see if I can go in. I'm guessing it's everywhere. I mean, I'll show you something here in a second. I don't even know if I'm gonna put this up. This is kind of a letdown. I mean, I don't know how many acres. I'm sure it's 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 acres total, the whole island. I don't know. To give you an idea, I mean, there's this fields and fields as far as you can see. And granted, surrounded by the Chesapeake Bay. But I mean, I thought I'd come down here. Everywhere else I went, there was somebody parked on the hiking trails, which there's very limited parking. That's always my issue. And of course, I like to go somewhere where nobody is, just so I can do my content and talk, you know. I mean, I don't care what people think, but I just like having my privacy. Now, same thing here. You get down here, that gate's closed. There's a little sign to say beyond this point, it's, you know. And then over there, I'm seeing all kinds of sign. Like, look at that tree break. You know, I've seen all kinds of their language on the ground. I don't know how many different X's I saw coming in. I don't know what to do here. I don't want to go somewhere and then park ranger gets me and writes me a ticket or something, and I've never been in trouble. You know, I don't know. I thought maybe I could come down here and spend the morning. Oh, it's Saturday morning, by the way. I think around 8 o'clock. I don't know, 8:30. But people do come in and out of here. And I see foot tracks, unless that's just from closing the gate, footprints. But I don't know what to do. I don't want to go in the woods and then come out and somebody's greeting me at my truck and saying they got a citation for me because I decided to walk in the woods. I mean, like, what are you hurting? I don't know. I could be overreacting. It could not. They might not mess with you. I don't know. I mean, well, one sign says don't go beyond this point because it's closed, but then the other sign says keep your dog on a leash. So if you got a dog and you're required to keep it on a leash, that requires you to walk it. So I don't know. You got me. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on though on these edges. I mean, like right here. Here is a perfect example of a small structure. Let me show you. You can see where the vines are like kind of like an A, or I don't know. It's definitely a structure, and I mean it's not just there. It's all the way across here. There's like all kinds of veils, and I don't know what to think. I don't know what to say to it. I don't know. It's crazy. And then, you go and I mean, it's just forever and ever and ever in woods, and it's amazing. It's really amazing. I mean, it's a beautiful place. It's a shame that they've got it so locked down, because I mean, this is the last place I expected. I haven't been back here in probably, man, I don't know, probably 10, 12 years. And it wasn't like this. There wasn't all these gates, and you used to be able to go as you please. And, I don't know. You were able to. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm rambling. I guess because I'm just disappointed. I come from the beginning of East Neck down to where I'm parked right now. I think it's got to be 4 or 5 miles. One way in, one way out. And I thought for sure that I was going to come back here, park. You know what? I'm going to walk it. And if they come out and say something to me, then they do. I didn't come all the way down here for nothing. So, please, guys, don't take it the wrong way. You know me. I'm all about content and going to new locations. I wanted to go up to one of my new farms, but I can't seem to get anybody on board with me yet. I will. Just bear with me. This is kind of strange. Oh, I see what that is. It's light coming through. It looked like orange paint on that cherry tree. Here we go, cherry tree again. I mean, look at this structure. It's like a huge. It's huge. It's a big walk-in. Oh my God, this is huge. I gotta take my sunglasses off. Man, this is amazing. It's got a roof, it's got like a canopy. This is wild. This is awesome. I'm seeing impressions on the ground, but it could be from people. I mean, who knows, are people really walking in here and checking this stuff out? And the other thing I noticed coming in here, they have cameras along the roadway coming in, and they have gates, powered gates. And it says, I think a half hour before sunset, the gates are closed. They close them, and you can't get out. So if you ever come out here, come over here, be sure to check the information out before you come traveling in, parking and going on a long walk, because you might get stuck in here if you don't know your times. Somebody's definitely walking this place. Look at all the trees tagged. Orange ribbon. Alright guys, I'm gonna look around here for a second. I'm seeing a lot of different stuff. A lot of different stuff. But this is a regular freaking... Let me show you. Oh, you can't really see it. This is a regular path, like a foot trail. Looks like a human footpath. So, I mean, I don't have a bad feeling. I have a feeling that somebody's definitely going to greet me when I come back out. I don't care. Whatever. Look at this tree. Let me zoom back out. Look how... One, the video never does it justice and shows you how big it actually is. But that is a monstrous of a tree. And it's very old. One, it's not a cherry though. That's different. Yeah, there's been a lot of traffic through here. I don't know what. I'm not seeing any deer sign. That tree broke off some time ago. That's old. What I like about the reason why I came to East Neck Island, out of all my other good places, is because, as you guys know, I love researching on the edge of bodies of water. That's where I have my most action. That's where I find my most evidence. And I don't know. It always draws me. If there's a body of water, I'm going to end up by it. It never fails. And like I said, I'm right here by the Chesapeake, right on the edge of Chesapeake Bay. I don't know. Let's see if we can see out through the trees. You can actually see it out. You can see it right there. That's how close I am to the bay. Pretty cool, if you ask me. And I've witnessed some things right on the bay when I was hunting still, you know, doing a lot of hunting. Which actually where it all began, which really piqued my interest of starting to pay attention to things. I hadn't still realized that it was on our property, but on my property, but it definitely, I used to hunt a place down in Shadyside, Maryland, Columbia Beach, Maryland, and it was like 400 and some acres there. Now it's owned by the state and county, and had a lot of crazy things go on there that I couldn't get answers on, you know, or figure out what was going on around me. So that was the start of it. But for a few years, I lost interest. You know, I didn't really pay much attention to it after that. And then I met somebody, and, you know, it just took off from there. And I started paying attention, fishing and stuff, and things were just happening. Really, it never stopped. There's a break right there. There's a lot going on right there. But if you guys, if you don't mind, hit that subscribe, like, and share. If you guys, my time stampers, you guys see anything? That's weird. A mouse just like laying, or a mole just laying there like that. If you guys see anything you want to stamp, please feel free. You're always welcome. I always invite you guys to do so. I love it. But I'm sorry if this is boring, or if it gets boring. It's new, so I have never walked in these woods, but I've been down here many times in the vehicle years ago, and so this is all a learning curve for me in this area. So I don't know what I'm walking into, so just bear with me. I thought I just heard a loud bark, because I can't keep my big mouth shut for 5 minutes. This is really used up here. This is I don't know what to say to it. It's different, I can tell you that. Some big, oh man, I see something. Okay, I think I did. Let me see. Maybe not. I see something leaning against this tree. It just couldn't have. It could have maybe, but it doesn't. It's not the same. It's not the same tree, same as the cherry. That is a monster cherry tree. That's probably one of the biggest cherry trees I've seen in a long time. Right here in front of me. But you see this leaning against it? That's like a piece of driftwood, and it's been leaned against that tree. That didn't just fall there, because one, it's not a cherry. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. Do I get the vibe that I'm being watched? Not really. I keep seeing all these orange flag or ribbons on these trees. It makes me wonder what they're about to do here. Guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna put my gloves on. It's cold. I'm gonna sit the phone down. It's very cold today. I don't know where you guys are in there, around what states, whatever, but here in Maryland, the temperature dropped yesterday, and it is nice and cold. Yeah. So, actually, I should have pulled my finger out. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, it's cold today. I thought I read it was 35. It definitely feels like it. When the wind's blowing, it feels even colder, obviously. Yeah, I'm seeing all these orange ribbons throughout. Not just right here, but back where I came in at. Makes you wonder what they're getting ready to do. And then there's one on that limb right there. I'm wondering if is this a hunting zone? I looked for like a map. Usually when you come into a public land, you can go to like a registration station and they'll have like copies of maps on clipboards. Well, they didn't have none of that to offer. So, see that? It's hard to see, but I just stepped onto a trail, and then on the trail I'm noticing ribbons all the way in. So somebody's marked this. Maybe this is a hunting area, and maybe that's why they have those little signs up stating beyond this point is not for the public. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out myself. This definitely looks like a hunting trail, or hunter's trail to a blind or some sort, the way it's zigzagging. We'll find out. Unless it's maybe it goes to a duck blind, because I'm real close, as I was saying, to the water. It's a nice path, but it has these ribbons all the way through. Man, look at this. It's really thick in here. I'm expecting to find deer sheds. Well, there's my famous turtle shell I keep finding everywhere I go. I mean, everywhere I go. It's pretty cool. I know that's for me. I'll grab it on the way. I guess I'll pick it up on the way back out. I don't know. I'm trying to see. If I was still hunting, this is somewhere I would definitely put a stand. It's nice in here, but God, it's thick. I'm trying to get in a little bit further so I can get a better look from a different angle. Man, there's some heavy paths through here besides the one I'm walking on. Hold on. I'll show you guys. Another break. It's an old break. It's another break. My biggest worry every time I go to a new public location, public land, is my truck, my vehicle. As you know, I don't know, the ones that get out often are able to get out often. Oh, look at that big hawk just flew up in that tree. There's not much that's safe anymore unless it's bolted or concreted in the ground, or and I'm not trying to sound negative or anything, but It's really hard to not think that your stuff's not going to get broken into when you leave it. I see something blue over here. I don't know what that is. Let me see if I can get over there without. There's so many bullbriars, prickers, some people call them. We call them bullbriars in Maryland. What is that? Is that a tarp? Man, I don't want to walk up on a body. I really don't. Not today. Not today. I don't feel like adding that to my list today. What is this? Oh, it's a barrel. It probably washed up in the flood or something. We are literally right here on the water. Okay, I had to check that out. Even if it, oh, I just found a nice deer shed. Wow, that's a nice one too, and it's this year. Wow, look how fresh it is. He just lost that. Literally, nice 6 point, half of a 6. If I look around, I may find the other one. Very rarely do you find the matching pair in the same spot. I have, but not. It's not. It's only happened to me a few times. I think in 40 years. This is exactly where a nice big mature buck lives, because he feels safe. If they can get into a thick area like this and bed down, they'll stay here until it's time for them to find a female companion. I mean, they'll literally grow up here, and then as their testosterone starts building, they'll start venturing out more and more. I don't know what to think about this horn and that turtle shell. I know about the turtle shell. This is the first deer shed I found this year. My place, I usually find a good 2 or 3 sets every year. And the crazy thing is, I've told you guys before, it's documented in all my videos just about. I talk about it all the time. This year's the first year that I've actually seen a lot of deer on my place during the day. Nighttime, you go in there with a flashlight, oh my goodness, deer everywhere. But February, the end of January into February is the best time to shed hunt, my place anyway. And like I said, I find 2 or 3 sets every year, and I give them to my grandkids, and I used to give them to my kids. And I'm gonna pipe it down a little bit. I keep hearing little things as I'm running my mouth. My apologies, guys. Here's a crab pot buoy. I guess floater, marker. I don't want it. I've got plenty of them at home. I hang them off the garage and whatnot. They're nice decorations. If you're from the Bay Area or whatever, if you like that, it's nice. Yeah, so I don't know how I'm doing with this video, but apologize if I'm all over the place. I'm just trying to get into an area where I can zoom and look around a little bit, and it's like I said, it's really thick in here. Really thick in here. Man, we are right on the water. I hear the waves splashing against the shore edge. I don't know if I should walk all the way down or not. Let me put this antler in my coat so I don't lose it. I'll give that to my granddaughter. If they don't take it from me, if somebody doesn't greet me out at the truck, they may very well take it from me and for trespassing or whatever. I don't know. I hope not. I don't mean no harm. I'm not trying to cause any problems. I'm not seeing really a whole lot of sign in here. It's definitely the perfect place. It has all the tall tales, but at the same time, there's a lot of trash in here, and I know that's from, you know, a lot of rain and flooding. Bayshore floods a lot. I got a feeling this year is going to be one of those years. I don't know where I'm going to end up going this way, but what is that? Oh, okay, it's a stump of some sort. I haven't seen any deer stands yet. I don't know why there's... It has to be a duck blind or something for those orange markers. But I ran... Here's another break. That one's broke completely off. They just stopped right there where I found that deer shed. The deer antler. So maybe I was supposed to go right or something and go into the marsh reeds. Maybe there's a blind there. I mean, it gets super thick through here. I'm not going to go that way. I think I'm going to head back up around this way if I can get through these bullbriars. I don't have the correct outerwear on to be doing this, but I'm going to do my best to get through it without getting tore up. This horn is so fresh on the butt end where it sits on the deer's head that I feel like I may have gotten him up and it fell off. That's how fresh it looks. It's really nice, and over that way it opens up. What I was really hoping for was to find some pines. Because in the pine areas, it seems like I find a lot of things too. I don't know how to get through here without getting tore up. I mean, it is thick with bullbriars. Thicker. Man, good Lord. When I was younger, I just walk right through them. I can't do that now. My skin's too... Oh. Bear with me, guys. This stuff hurts. Oh, almost fell. You can hear it dragging on me. Oh. Good Lord. Let me get that. Like 10 more feet and I'm in the clear. Makes you wonder how anything walks through this like they do, or it does. Whew, man, that was rough. Excuse me. I got a nasty habit. Chewing snuff. I'm trying to quit. Look how this is amazing. Look at this. I want to show you guys something. This is a path going into this, where these trees are falling. And the video, like always, doesn't do it any justice. But it's like a path that goes in. Oh, deer. Man, that scared me. Where's he at? I don't see him. He just got up, but he didn't take off, so I don't know what's getting ready to go down here. And I don't have a weapon on me. I'm trying to see where he's at. I don't know where he's at. I heard him. Now I know why this is all hollowed out. It looks like a fortress. But it just got up. Now I gotta see if I can get up in here. I wanna see what I got up without getting stampeded. It let me walk all the way around it. Where'd they go? It was right here, right in front of me. I know you guys could hear that on camera. It got up right in front of me. I don't know where it got up though. Unless it was down in there. Man, this is wild. How this is all set up. I don't know what to think. I didn't even mean to walk in this way. Wow. And look at these sticks just leaning here. Look at that. So that tells me 1, 2, 3. 3 beings in the clan. And there's no tree here with those type of limbs. So am I getting ready to walk up on the deer that I found in it? Man, they are bedding down in here though. Hot and heavy. I don't know where it went. It sounded like it just stood up. It didn't sound like it took off running. It's so thick in here, it could be standing right in front of me and I wouldn't see it right away. I just heard it. I don't know where it's going, but I just heard it. Let me try to get, I can't go through there. So I'm heading back around when I didn't want to on the path with the orange markers. Now how do I get around to that? Let's see. I don't know what it was, or I can't say that it was a deer because I didn't see it. But it stood. To me, the sound sounded like it stood up. That's what it sounded like. It didn't like tickle and take off or raise a whole bunch of hell. It just sounded like it went. It just stirred to get up. There's pines right there. That's what I'm looking for, but not enough. Let's see. See, I've already walked through here. I came in this way. That deer let me walk. If it's a deer, it let me walk all the way in and around it. And usually a buck will stay bedded. He'll swoop down and lay it flat on his belly and let you walk right around him. And then when he thinks he's in the clear, he'll creep off. This one didn't do that. This one let me get within 5 feet of it, and it scared the living daylights out of me. Literally. You guys probably get a kick out of that. I know I'm not doing much zooming. I'm sorry. I'm just amazed by this place. I love this place. It's awesome. I think I am on a different path now. So maybe this is where the blind is. Because I'm on the orange markers again. I don't know what to think of it. I do know the deer are coming through here hot and heavy though. I used to love deer hunting, but I just don't see, I don't do any hunting anymore. I just don't have it. No need for it anymore. And I think because I did so much of it that, I don't know, it's something was taken from it. For me. One, it got to the point where I didn't have time as I got older. And it wouldn't take time, I guess, more or less. Man, I feel like something's staring at me. For sure. But I'm gonna head back to the truck. Maybe I'm gonna go to try to find a trail, or like a open wildlife trail. And maybe we can do some walking around that way. I just don't want to. I don't want to get in any trouble. There's that turtle shell. I don't think I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna leave it. Thank you guys. One gift's enough. Okay, I'm gonna follow this the same way I came in. I'm gonna go out. Oh, boy, it's cold. I should have put my stocking cap on, but I don't like wearing it, especially in a new location. I like to be able to hear around me, mainly. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off of this one. I'll get back on once I get up to another location. I might jump back on for a minute if I see that deer or whatever got up in front of me. All right, guys, thank you. If you haven't, hit that subscribe, and share for me. Really appreciate it. And if you see anything in this video when I was doing the walkthrough, please feel free to timestamp it, and we'll discuss it. All right, see you on the next one.